What is going on, guys? This is Nick from Evilshred Fitness. Welcome to another video. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about my training split, what I've been doing lately, and what my goals are in terms of my fitness progression. So without further ado, let's get into it. So as some of you may be aware, my goals in fitness are to increase my muscle size and my strength as well. So I've been utilizing what's called a 5 sets of 5 regimen. This means utilizing compound lifts and performing 5 sets of 5 reps. Now, there's a progressive overload element to this as well. So as you can see, I've been noting down my progress with the 5 sets of 5 regimen. And each session I would aim to increase the weight. So for example, for the first set, if I'm doing a bench press with dumbbells for 24 kilos, say I'm starting off with 5 sets of 5 reps for 24 kilos, the next session I want to increase one of those sets to 26 kilos. The session after, I want to increase 2 of those sets to 25 kilos. And then the next session, 3 of those sets to 26 kilos. And so on until all 5 sets are 26 kilos. And then from then on, I'll go for the next first set will be 28 kilos and so on. So I'm gradually increasing the weight of the dumbbells each session. So I'm using progressive overload here in very small degrees. And I'll do this set by set each session, as you can see here. So the regimen that I will typically use to split these sessions off would be a push, pull and legs. So the push workouts will comprise of bench press and shoulder press, and the pull would comprise of pull-ups and barbell rows, and the lower body will be squats or barbell back squats and deadlifts. So that's 2 compound exercises per workout, 6 compound exercises in total. So I split that out into 3 workouts. So my workouts will typically be 45 minutes long, so 30 minutes of which will comprise of doing my compound exercises for 5 sets of 5. I go for really high weight, so I'm doing 5 reps. I want to make sure those 5 reps are really hard to do, so I'm able to increase strength. And the remaining 15 minutes will just be any extra isolation work, cool downs, or ab work, I guess. So I tend to try and do a bit of everything, isolation and compound exercises. When I do my isolation work, it tends to be higher rep ranges just to complement the lower rep ranges of my compound lifts. Now, it's also important to remember that your rest periods between sets and the length of your rest periods are very important to track. So I tend to do 2 minutes between each set. I try not to go any longer than 2 minutes, and 2 minutes is long enough for me to recuperate so that I'm able to perform the next set. If you're going to lift heavy, if you're doing 5 sets of 5 reps, then you need to make sure you get that between 2 and 3 minute rest period. 2 works for me, but if you want to go to 3, that's fine as well. So I'm training about 6 times per week, which is quite intense. But I've been training for more than 2 years now, so I guess it's manageable. So that means I'm hitting each muscle group about twice a week, which I think is pretty optimal for muscle growth. So this is what I'm doing in the gym. Now, what we do outside of the gym is equally important if we're trying to see gains. So for example, we want to try and make sure we stay in a relative caloric surplus, and we also need to make sure we're staying hydrated. We need to drink much more water than the average person, sedentary person, because we're training quite intensely, and we're going to be depleting a lot of our water in our bodies through sweat. So I would say drink more water than the average person. I can't remember what the average person should drink now, but You can look that up. And plenty of rest as well. So on my rest days, I tend to just not really do much at all. I take it very easy on my body, and I eat as much as I can to try and get into a caloric surplus, which is really difficult for me because obviously my metabolism is really fast. So that's kind of my training split. So if all goes to plan, I'm looking to increase the weights every 2 weeks or so. If not, then I guess it just won't happen, but I will try to anyway. And that's it, guys. So I hope you found this video informative. If you are looking to build strength and size, trying to build muscle like me, then I would say this is a good training split to use. Because you're going to be lifting heavy pretty much all of the time, just be careful and make sure that you're utilizing proper technique, proper form, getting plenty of rest, and also eating within your caloric surplus. And this will help you increase muscle size and strength over time. It will take time, but that's just the way our bodies work. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more informative videos about building muscle and staying in shape. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.